How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. Now, on today's show, we're going to be talking about Barcelona because they have sold one of their players and it's not Lionel Messi. Next piece of news involves Mason Greenwood because he's been speaking about his first international call-up with England. And the last piece of news involves Arsenal because they have finally announced the signing of Gabriel.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So the first place we're going to start is Barcelona, and Ivan Rakitic has left the club. And no, it's not Lionel Messi. We will try not speaking about him too much, but he's rejoined Sevilla on a 4-year deal. Now Barcelona have issued a statement and they have said that he will be sold for 1.5 million euros and 9 million in variables. Now, of course, that means add-ons. So whatever he achieves and what's in the contract means there's an extra £9 million to be earned. They've expressed their gratitude and thanked Rakitic for his service to Barcelona. And it's a move that I think a lot of people were expecting. And it's the first signs of Barcelona clearing out some of the players that they've got on their books, and they've got a lot of cleaning to do. I'll tell you something, when you think about some of the players that they've got and the fact that the wages they're on, it's not great at all. And Rakitic is one of those players that they're moving on to pastures new. He's 32 years old. He played 310 games for Barcelona during the last 6 years with the club. He won 4 league titles, 4 Copa del Reys, and a Champions League. So a very, very good 6 years at the club. And like with any player, eventually time moves on, and you have to move on from players. And he's going to go back to Sevilla because, of course, he was a former Sevilla player before he joined Barcelona. So he's going back to maybe try and finish out his career. How long's he got left? Probably a couple of years left in him, to be honest with you. He's still a good player. Not to Barcelona's standards if they want to get back to where they once were. Rakitic, like 6 years ago when they signed him as a 26-year-old, prime years all ahead of him. And Barcelona, they're going to need to invest and maybe go into their academy and look for these kind of players that can, come through, because there's just too many that are on huge wages. Monstrous. You think Arsenal have got problems and some of the wages that we're paying players. My word. Some of the wages that are going out of Barcelona is just absolutely colossus. And it's one player off the wage bill, should we say, getting a little bit of money for him, and there's no real bad blood there, and they wish him well. And we can't really say that about Lionel Messi at the moment because it's just not great. I said I ain't going to talk about it too much because we don't know anything more than what we already do in terms of concrete evidence. There's rumours and paper talk that Manchester City are going over to Barcelona this week to try and tie up the deal. And there's people within Barcelona who are saying that it's not going to happen. There's a potential president candidate at Barcelona that's saying it's going to be difficult to keep hold of him. We just don't know where we stand on that situation. So until we do, I don't think we can really say much more, to be honest. But Rakitic, he has left Barcelona. Now, next piece of news involves Mason Greenwood. And he's been speaking about his first senior call-up to the England team. And he has said that he is ready to challenge the more experienced forwards for a place in the starting lineup. And I like his attitude. And I'll tell you something, he's a quality young player, 18 years old. And I will move away from banter here, all right? I know that Arsenal and Manchester United fans and everything, we all banter each other and we compare Greenwood and Martinelli and Saka and everything else. What I will say is that when it comes to international football, I think we should just enjoy the fact that we've got so many good youngsters coming through the national side. And they all have their pros and cons. You know, Greenwood will have his good bits and his bad bits. The same with Martinelli, the same with Saka, etc, etc. But I've been really impressed with Mason Greenwood from what I've seen of him, especially after lockdown. He looks clinical. He also looks like he can score with either foot. And at 18 years old, to go into the Manchester United squad the way that he is and just taking it the way that he is, it speaks high volumes. And I think that he could be a big player for Manchester United in a few years' time, because at 18, you've got to remember as well, he's still a kid and he's still learning and still developing. And there'll be moments in his career where he might not having it go his own way. He might, you know, miss a gilt-edged chance, for example, at a big moment in a game, or he might have a dip in form, and it's how he recovers and responds to those moments, which, you know, you always get as a player, and the experienced ones can deal with, but the inexperienced youngsters might not be able to deal with it. So it'd be important to, you know, have the experience that he has at Manchester United around him that can guide him when these moments do come. But I like his attitude, and I like the fact that he says, you know, I'm not just going into the England squad to make up the numbers. He wants that first team spot. He wants to compete with, you know, the likes of Harry Kane to try and get a starting place. He will look at players like Jadon Sancho, for example, that's not much older than him. And, you know, Jadon's going to be one of the first choices to play in the England team. So Mason wants that as well, and fair play to him, like I said. And I'll be really interested to see how he does. You know, and whether he gets some minutes. He's got to go up against the likes of Tammy Abraham as well. Danny Ings. Danny Ings has had a brilliant season, by the way, and deserves his call up to the England squad. But is Mason Greenwood better and is going to have a bigger career? I do think so. Is Mason Greenwood better than Tammy Abrahams? Yes, he is, in my opinion. Already at 18 years old. For me, you know, if I was to make a choice who would sign for Arsenal, for example, Tammy Abrahams or Mason Greenwood, it'd be Mason Greenwood. It's as simple as that. So fair play to the lad. And, you know, while he's playing for England, give him the respect he deserves. And when he goes back to Manchester United, you can carry on bantering him. So it is what it is. Last piece of news. And Arsenal have finally announced Gabriel. Even though I did announce it over a week ago with my welcome video. And if some of you have missed it and think, where is it? He's not announced it yet. Why is it not out? Go and have a look. Scroll all the way down. It's there. It was over a week ago I announced it. But yeah, £27 million long-term contract. We have our man. Now, how it was announced was quite amusing. Arsenal put a link up and saying that they were going to be doing a live video at 4 p.m. yesterday with David Luiz, Willian, and somebody else. And you look at the picture, the thumbnail, it was a silhouette. And everyone knew it was going to be Gabriel. And that's how it was. It was David Luiz, and he was speaking and saying that we might have added to the Brazilian family, and he didn't know whether they could announce it yet. And then Willian's there saying who, and then Gabriel comes on the screen and he's wearing the Arsenal training gear. And it's brilliant. And the funniest bit, within an hour of Gabriel being an Arsenal player, he's tweeted about London being red. I love him already. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's expected. And I can't wait to see this guy play. When you've got the likes of Saliba and everything else. And for Arsenal, that's our defence sorted. We know exactly what we got now. It's done. Now go and do the other areas. It's as simple as that. So there we go. That is it for today's DT's Daily. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topics. Let me know what you think about Mason Greenwood. Let me know what you think about Rakitic leaving Barcelona. And let me know what you're thinking of the signing of Gabriel. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you smash a like on this video. And I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.